Hi, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm so excited to show you how to make this upcycled denim tote bag. Before we get in with the tutorial, I do want to mention that I did not make a pattern for this bag. I actually got my denim scraps and put them together, and then using tailor's chalk, I marked my dimensions and then cut it out that way. So if that's something that you want to do, or if you want to make your own pattern, I did include the dimensions with the tutorial. But yeah, just wanted to drop that gem before we got started. Happy sewing! One 18-inch by 13-inch denim piece for the bottom layer of the bag. Two 18-inch by 10-inch denim pieces for the outer layer of the bag. Two 18-inch by 3-inch denim pieces for the inset zipper strap. Two 40-inch by 4.7-inch denim pieces for the strap handles. One 32-inch by 14-inch piece for the lining. I used this red satin scrap fabric from a previous tutorial. I cut out 4 pockets for this tote, but I ended up only using 3. You can make your own pockets. I wanted to eliminate a step, so I upcycled my pockets. I started by adding fusible interfacing to the bag outer and bottom layer pieces. The interfacing I used is Pellon Fusible Midway interfacing. Interfacing helps provide the bag structure, stability, and support to fabrics, adding an overall quality to the sustainability of the project. I will link the interfacing in the description box. To make the handles of the bag, fold the strap in half longways and press. Next, fold one of the half parts in half and press. Repeat for the other side. This is similar to how bias tape is made. Now fold the strap in half longways and press again. Sew a straight stitch 1/4 inch from the open end and the fold of each strap. Your strap should look like this. Now it's time to make the bag outer layers. Divide the bag outer layer into 3 equal sections. Each section should be 6 inches in width. Use tailor's chalk and a straight edge to mark and divide the sections. Take one pocket and map out the placement on the outer piece. Be sure to place at least 1/2 inch from the bottom edge of the outer layer to incorporate the seam allowance. Now take the strap handle and place on the markings. You can either place the pocket under or place it over the strap handles. I stitched my pocket on top of the handle because there were rivets on the edges of my pocket and it would break my needle if I tried to push it through the sewing machine. Measure 1 inch down from the top edge of the bag and mark both strap handles. Leave this 1 inch open and stitch both edges of the straps down. Place the pocket on top of the straps and stitch. Repeat for the second bag outer. And here we have our 2 completed bag outer layers. Take the bottom layer and lay on top of the bag outer with right sides together. Hold pieces together with clips, then stitch using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. With right sides together, lay the other bag outer on the long edge of the bottom layer and stitch using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Flip the bag over with the wrong side facing out. Press the seam allowance inward, and the seam allowance should be facing the bottom of the bag. Understitch the bag outer and bottom layer at the seams. Fold the bag outer in half, right sides together. Stitch the short edges along the side seams. Take the corner of the tote and measure 5.5 inches in width and mark either with pins or a marker. Stitch a 1/2 inch under that marked line and trim the excess corner. Here, I'm just stitching the pockets on the right side of the lining. Start off by folding the bag lining in half. On the corners of the top edge of the lining and the corners of the inset zipper strap, cut out 2 centimeters of a square. Take a zipper longer than the inset zipper strap and align the zigzag edge of the zipper to the cutout corner of the strap. You want to do this with the right sides facing each other with the zipper open. Then stitch. Do the other side of the zipper. Repeat previous steps, making sure that the zipper slider is facing the right side of the strap fabric. With right sides together, align the cutout corner of the lining to the cutout corner of the strap. Clip these edges together, then sew. This is how the inset zipper strap should look with the zipper closed. Take the fabric strap and lining seam and push the seam allowance toward the raw edge of the inset zipper strap. Edge stitch the zipper. Bring the inset zipper strap right sides together and the lining pieces right sides together. Stitch both areas, making sure to skip the zipper. With the zipper closed, mark the end of the zipper, making sure it's the same length of the stitch side of the bag. This will be the new end of the zipper. Stitch and backstitch a few times to secure. Cut the excess. Take the other side of the bag and repeat previous steps. For this side, you will leave about 9 inches open. This opening will be for turning the bag. Take the open sides of the bag where the zipper is. Open the seam allowance flat and stack. Sew a straight stitch across and cut the excess zipper off. Repeat on the other end. Now take the corners of the lining and box like the outer part of the bag. Going back to the outer layer of the bag, I grabbed cutout waistbands from old jeans and laid out how I want them to look on the front of the bag. I then take the waistbands and pin them together. Once pinned, it's time to sew the waistbands together, being sure to leave an opening of the waistbands for the pocket that's on the front of the tote. I followed the same steps for the back of the tote bag. Take the sewn waistbands and place on top of the bag, leaving an opening for the pocket. Hand stitch the sewn waistbands to the bag. This is when I turn on my favorite show to binge because this process definitely took a lot of time. Before adding the lining, turn the bag inside out. Cut all the loose threads and use a lint roller to clean up any excess threads. Turn the tote right side out. With the right sides together, insert the tote bag inside of the lining. Align the open seam allowance of the lining with the open seam allowance of the bag. Pin and repeat on the other side. Making sure that the strap handles are tucked between the bag and the lining, clip around the edge and stitch. Use the unstitched side of the lining with the opening to pull the bag through. You may have to open the gap to be bigger if you're struggling to pull the bag through completely. Once both right sides of the bag and lining are facing out, take the opening of the lining and turn the raw edges inward. Stitch this opening closed. Push the lining inside the bag. You're almost done. Take the seam of the top of the bag and the inset zipper strap and press. Make sure to avoid pressing the zipper, you don't want to melt it. And there you have it. This is the upcycled denim tote bag from various denim scrap fabrics that I have. This bag is pretty easy to make. It will take a little bit of time, so be patient with yourself. I am in love with this bag. It's giving a Y2K feel, and I am obsessed with the pocket in front and the red lining inside the bag. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on socials. Until next time.